Wheatstone network. Wheatstone network consists of, see, today we are going to start the expression for Wheatstone network. So Wheatstone network consists of four resistors, and used to measure one of the, see, there are four resistors they'll give. You can, if you three resistors are given, the fourth one you can find out. If two resistors are given, other two can be compared. Right? Therefore, here how it looks, here you can, there are different textbooks, they use a different context, but I think this is going to be easy if you follow this. Right? Take 4 point. This is what P, I'll write 4 resistors. PQ, PQRS, PQRS, like Tata Tra, helvet, see, PQRS. See, PQRS. I don't know why they do like that. You think, don't write PQRS, that way also you can write, but most of the, I don't know, they are using the convention. I also don't know the reason. Right? A, B, C, D. All points are given here, and A, B, C, D. Now, this is the galvanometer between end B and B. Here what? It is a galvanometer is connected at this junction. In this junction, there is a battery or the cell, positive a plug key. It's connected like this. Now, what is the derived expression of balance condition of Wheatstone? See, a Wheatstone consists of the four resistor P, Q, R, S, right? Now, ratio arms and all, don't want all that terminology. Directly come to the point. Suppose the current, the main current entering at A, it is divided into what? I1 and I2. Suppose 10 ampere. Out of 10 ampere, how much? 7 ampere going here, 3 ampere is coming this side. Understood? Same I1 is going here, is it not? Same I1, 7 ampere. Out of that, 2 ampere goes. That is current through the galvanometer. Current through the galvanometer. That is 2 ampere. 7 minus 2 is what? How much? 7 minus 2. That is I1 minus Ig. Correct? I1 minus Ig. It is going this direction. That means 7 minus how much? 2. 5, no. The same 5 will be coming here. Here Ig is coming here, this side. Here is I2. Ig and both joined together. It will become what? I2 plus Ig. They join together here. You see, I1 minus Ig plus the Ig minus Ig get cancelled. I1 plus I2 gives what? I. Easy to remember, isn't it? Right? I1 and I2, out of this Ig goes, remaining portion I1 minus Ig goes this direction. Here Ig comes here, I2 and Ig adds together. Then here what will happen? If both they come and meet, plus Ig minus Ig get cancelled, plus I1 plus I2, I alone comes here. Now first one, applying. See, the what you have to do is using, see here, the branching, this branching takes place. You need not explaining the branches and all that. See, the apply Kirchhoff current law at the junction, A. What is that? I is equal to what is that? I1 plus I2. That is current enter the junction equal to current leaving the junction, so you have applied. Then apply Kirchhoff voltage law for the loop or mesh. Which loop I am writing? A, B, D, A. Loop A, B, D, A. For the loop A, B, D, A. What is that? You're going, that means you do like this. That means current into resistance. Again what? You're going like this along the flow. This also along the flow. Plus Ig by G. What is G is what? Galvanometer resistance. Okay, galvanometer resistance. You're going along this direction. And again like this, you're not rotating, is it not? You're coming like this, you're going along the flow. But you are against the flow, you're going. Therefore, against means what? Minus I2 R. And then what? That is equal to algebraic sum of the EMF. Is there any cell? Is there EMF? There is no cell. There is no battery or cell, anything. Therefore, 0 you write it. This will be second equation. Again, apply the Kirchhoff, same, apply Kirchhoff voltage law for the loop. Which loop? BCDB. BCDB. If you apply that, what will happen? See, current into its resistance. What is the current here? Current into that resistor. Now you're going along the flow, no? Along the flow is what? Positive only. Right? Then what? See it like this. Then again you are against the flow. This is against the flow. Again current. I2 plus Ig into S. Then you are going like this, against, like this. Right? Minus Ig into G is equal to what? There is no battery, is it not here? 0. What is this? Is third equation. Now, here, what is the balancing condition? Condition for balancing. Condition for balancing the network. Condition for balancing the network. See, what is condition for balancing? I vary the change. These are resistance boxes. I vary P, Q, R, S. Galvanometer is the one which shows some deflection. I adjust P, Q, R, S such a way that what happens? There should not be current flowing in the galvanometer. When there is no current flowing in the galvanometer, the deflection becomes 0. You understood? Therefore, what is the condition for balancing? Adjust P, Q, R and S such that current through the galvanometer should be 0. Then when no current flow through means Ig should be 0. When Ig is 0, this is in what equation? Second equation and third equation. You substitute here. When Ig is equal to 0, what happens? This becomes 0, isn't it? Therefore, I1 plus P. Therefore, what? I1, look, I'll write it here. When 0, I1 P, this becomes 0 minus I2 R equal to 0. Therefore, what? I1 P equal to I2 R. This is second, third, fourth equation. You can write. Fourth equation. Similarly, here what happens? I1 minus 0, Q minus I2 plus 0, S minus, this is 0 again, 0, C equal to 0. Are you right? I1Q minus I2S equal to 0. You send that side. Therefore, what you get? I1Q equal to I2S. This is the fifth equation. Now divide by 4 divided by 5. If you divide one by the other, I1P, I1Q equal to what? I2R by I2S. Now I1 get cancelled, I2 get cancelled. P by Q is equal to R by S. That is what? P by Q is equal to R by S. This is the balancing condition. See, write the balancing condition for network. This is the balancing balancing condition for Wheatstone network for 1 mark. See now, suppose the question is this. In CET they have asked, what happens? What happens to the balancing condition if a Wheatstone network is replaced by voltmeter? If I replace by voltmeter, what happens? Does it show any voltage? Because when you replace by voltmeter, what happens? When current through the galvanometer is zero, now when no current flows, what? No, it doesn't. Balancing condition remains unchanged. Balancing condition remains unchanged. Even if you, what happens? If you PQRS, if you interchange also, it will not change. If the galvanometer, see, if the galvanometer, here I keep a battery, galvanometer I will keep here. What will happen? Nothing. Balancing condition remains same. Right? In balancing network, if a galvanometer of other resistance, galvanometer and other resistance and cells are connected, what will the balancing condition? That means if cell is replaced by galvanometer, I keep the galvanometer here, cell you keep it here. Yes, network is still balanced because balancing network is independent of the resistance of the galvanometer. Resistance of the galvanometer is. Suppose galvanometer I put a lot of values, whatever the value, nothing will happen. Right? If you remove the balance, if they remove the galvanometer, nothing, because balancing condition is no current flows. When no current flows means it is immaterial. That it is insignificance here. What happens the balancing condition when if the position of the galvanometer and battery are interchanged, means you have to say balancing condition remain unchanged. Name the device which work on the principle of Wheatstone work. Wheatstone work means it is you are done in a lab. What is that? That is meter bridge. You know what is the meter bridge? Meter bridge consists of, see, a resistor, resistance wire. Alright? A resistance wire. Yes. A resistance long wire is connected at two terminals. See, this is called a bridge actually. Two L shape metal. Here one L shape, this is another L shape metal. Right? L shape one. And one is normal metal. What is it? Like a scale metal. It's kept. Straight one, 2 or L. This is like I. Then this is one gap. This is kept in a board. In a wooden board. And below this they'll keep this two L shape metal is fixed at a distance of 1 meter. The 1 meter scale is the 1 meter scale. This is 1 meter scale. Right? 0, 10, 20 up to 100. 100 centimeters, 1 meter scale. In this gap, we keep one resistance box. And here, see, these are all metal only. These are all wood. Okay? Here, these are all terminals. Here, you can keep the wire, long wire. I'll tell you what the wire. I want to find the resistance of this wire. Or I want to find the specific resistance of the wire. Right? Like this. And here, there is one galvanometer. A galvanometer, one terminal is attached. Another end of the galvanometer go to jockey. Jockey is like a pencil type. It's a pencil type. It is insulated. This is the wire. It is connected here. This is the sharp end. It is a conducting end. This is also called conducting end. It's a sharp end, right? This is you can keep it any position. And here 1 meter wire is the right. 1 meter long wire. This is 1 meter. Metallic wire is connected between the end A and B. A and B. That means you have done this experiment. You know what you have to do? Some unknown resistance. Just you. Here there's a battery. Positive and negative. A plug key is kept. Leclanche cell or Daniel cell, or they'll keep it here. This is a Wheatstone network. Here what you write? This you do in the practicals actually. Got it? The practicals only you'll be doing it. Here remember, this is a balancing length. This is L. This is 1 minus L. Very short way I'll tell. What is the complete the circuit as shown in the figure? Close the circuit, key. Keep the jockey at one end. Deflection is shown in another direction. The jockey is kept other place. This end. Deflection in the other direction. That means the circuit is completed. Then after that, Now suitable resistance, say 10 ohm or 12 ohm or 50 ohm, you take it, then slide the or put the contact at different point on the this wire at one particular point, because it showed a deflection. At one particular point it shows a zero deflection. This is the balancing length L, this is 1 minus L, and that means this resistance divided by this resistance is equal to L divided by 1 minus L. Therefore, unknown resistance S is equal to L1 minus L into R. You can calculate. Then after that, you take this wire, stretch it. The wire, you stretch it. Find out the length. Find out the diameter. Once you know the diameter, you can find out the radius. Diameter by 2. Then area by R square. Therefore, what L is the length. The resistance of the, that means this resistance of this conductor. Resistance of this conductor is directly proportional to length and area of cross section. The resistance is equal to rho L by A. The rho is the specific resistance. You know this. The rho is equal to S L. Here what? Cross multiply. S is equal to S A by L. Yes, you know, A is what? Pi R square, you know, by L. Area is pi R square. But R is D by 2. Therefore, pi D square by 4 L by into S. Therefore, you will get this. Therefore, this unknown resistance here, I write it. This formula. So, specific resistance is equal to pi D square by 4L into S. But this S you have to find out separately, and you can calculate ohm meter. You are done in the practicals. They won't ask you in the final exams, even CET also. But problem based on this in CET they will be asked. Okay. Now this is the A level only. Then after that potentiometer is also will be there, and in potentiometer, that is for the potentiometer is also the another form of Wheatstone network. That also you will get a lot of problems on this. You can compare the EMF of the two different cells, different balancing length. This is the formula we are going to use it. Then also we are going to calculate the internal resistance. Internal resistance is denoted by R L1 by L2 minus 1. Problem based on this in CET they will appear, all these things. Therefore, remember, when the problem comes, that time I will discuss all these things, right? What is the mention the application of potentiometer? Potentiometer is also like Wheatstone network. It is used to compare the EMF of a cell, and you have to find the internal resistance. Compare the EMF of a cell and determine the internal resistance. Therefore, this completes the electricity, and lot of problems you have to do, especially specific resistance problems. They may be asking you. The next class I am going to do the force acting on a conductor. That is a chapter. Therefore, go through all the problems, moving charge and magnetism, that we are going to do in the next class. Thank you.